Do you all know what that is? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Good, the bad, the ugly. And I'm indebted to my chum Nick Totten for pointing out to me that the man with no name is the supreme individual because he doesn't even need a name. He doesn't have a name, he doesn't need a name. Now, I said it was self-mockery because I only want to be Clint Eastwood at about 2 in the morning. Nevertheless, there's something here that I don't think is just for guys. I think it's for everybody. There's something about claiming or reclaiming your individuality, even if it means breaking certain social and affectional ties. I'd like to start to involve you right at the beginning, and this will be a very inclusive, experiential type of event, and so I don't know what the timing is going to be like. One of the things you hear as a therapist is people telling you how others have stopped them or tried to stop them from being individuals. Sometimes it's the family, and there's a pressure to conform. Sometimes it's a more social or collective or communal pressure. If you talk to people who feel pressure in the areas of gender performance or sexual performance, the pressure is really there. That's why it's extremely important when working with a member of a sexual minority to acknowledge that being a member of a sexual minority is always already problematic. Nothing to do with whether you think homosexuality is problematic, but being a member of a sexual minority is problematic because of these pressures. So I thought what I would do is ask you to talk about the pressures on you that have sought to stop you from being what you would call yourself as an individual. Do you see what I'm getting at? Now, some of these pressures, talk about it a bit because I can see one or two people a little bit blank. This could be simply your father telling you to pull yourself together. Or it could be lack of money, I don't mean lack of millions, just lack of a reasonable amount of money to indulge a desire of some kind or another for a pair of shoes, say. So we're not just talking about, no, you mustn't, or you must do this. We're also talking about wider social things that stop you from being an individual. Now, later, we could start to explore in a more intellectual and academic way why it's impossible to be an individual. But for the moment, can we just talk about autobiography, the kinds of things that you might say here in this group, speaking up so everyone can hear, that fit the sort of invitation I'm giving?